Startup Podcast PH is co-produced by Sprout Solutions and Aperon. Check out our partners in the description. Kiko Miranda is founder at Kiko Monster Creative Studio. Based in Zamboanga City, they are offering cost-effective communication solutions to organizations working toward sustainable development goals. They transform tech-heavy technical content into exciting, clear, concise, and visually engaging materials across diverse communication channels. Kiko Monster Studios is also part of the Advanced or Accelerating Development, Valuation, and Corporate Entrepreneurship for Creatives program co-implemented by the Department of Trade and Industry and Launch Garage this 2024. Hello, Kiko. Welcome to Startup Podcast PH. Kamusta?
Hi, Johnny. Thank you for having me. All good, all good. Ikaw, kumusta?
I'm good then. Ayun, no? So, I'm very happy to have you, Kiko. You're based in Zamboanga. I think you're the second ever Zamboanga-based startup na ma-interview namin dito. I'm currently based kasi in Manila, no? So, thank you sa online meeting na to we get to talk. And yun nga, no, I'm very happy din na kayo actually yung first ko interviewin na part nung Advance for Creatives na program ni DTI and the Launch Garage this 2024, ano. But ayun, wag natin patagalin pa, Sir Kiko, ano. So, let's start na sa tanong na ano nga ba ang Kiko Monster Creative Studio?
Well, the Kiko Monster Creative Studio is a visual communications company. So, visual communication solutions company. We started out with the art and skill of graphic recording. So, if you're familiar ba kayo sa graphic recording, Johnny?
Actually, not that much. Pwede bang pa-explain
Not
ko
that
ano
much.
ang graphic
Yeah,
recording?
graphic recording is basically the skill of synthesizing meetings, conferences, live. It's a live synthesis of conferences and seminars or meetings, but we synthesize it in visual form. So, ang
Oh.
output nun, right after the meeting, we present a synthesis of what has transpired, ano yung highlights, pero naka-drawing siya. So, doon
Oh.
nagsimula si Kiko Monster. Kasi, nung pandemic, di ba sobrang daming mga webinars, ganyan, no? Talagang nagsulputan yung mga webinars. And I've heard about graphic recording before. I've seen one done live. So sobrang na-blown away yung mind ko. Na parang, wow, pwede pala yung ganun. So, nung nag-pandemic, dahil ang daming time, naka-lockdown tayo, ganun. Sabi ko, why not I'll try to, learn the skill, get some friends na may nagpapa-webinar, offer it for free first as practice and also as, parang marketing na rin. And it actually gained traction, something new again in the Philippines. I know of very few graphic recorders in the Philippines. So we started there. So it solves the problem of international organizations or even organizations, how to simplify very complex concepts, Sa development world, napakaraming mga ang daming jargons, Ang daming complex concepts. Na paano natin siya i-simplify? And through visual synthesis, nagagawa natin 'yon. So, at the end of the day, parang may take home yung mga participants, And when they see the graphic synthesis, naaalala nila na, nga pala, ito pala yung napag-usapan, yung gano'n.
Grabe, ang dami kong question dito, no? Kasi first of all, very, very new sa akin ang concept ng graphic recording. I mean, usually, parang pag meeting, pag summary, ang pinakauso sa atin ay yung minutes of the meeting, ano, na actually parang written summary and minsan very detailed or parang minsan yung mga bullet points lang kung ano yung nangyari. Pero very new itong graphic recording nito for me. And another question na later I'd like to talk about is parang nag-focus kayo sa development world, ano, yung parang for companies na merong sustainable development goals or SDG na mga gustong gawin, ano. Pero doon muna tayo sa graphic recording kasi this is very, very new to me and I guess maybe marami rin sa mga audience natin ay medyo bago ito, ano. So, ayan, parang talking about yung challenge that you're solving for companies, for maybe other startups din or other businesses or other organizations. So, ano yung parang difference talaga ng graphic recording dun sa parang minutes or parang medyo written na details na recording, ano. So, ano yung parang exactly yung something new na in-offer niya tsaka exactly na parang sino-solve doon sa part nung mga tao, nung members ng organization?
Well, it's the graphic recording kasi is done live. So as the speaker is
Ah,
speaking, we do three things when an event happens, no? So number one, we listen for the highlights. Second, we jot down, we write the highlights, we synthesize
ah,
what's being said, and then third, we draw. So kung ano yung highlight doon, sabihin natin, example, increase in access to educational materials. So i-prepare namin siya with
ah,
a drawing, no? And alam natin that
ah,
around 80% mga visual learners eh. So nagiging
hmm,
mas yung retention of information becomes more effective because it's paired with a visual cue, no, or a visual story, no. And so
hmm,
compare sa minutes of the meeting na puro words lang, 'di ba? Puro bullet points. Ito, it's visual. Nagiging visual siya.
yes.
So nagagamit ng mga organizations aside from syempre i-share nila 'yon sa mga participants. Nagagamit din nila sa
Mm.
mga parang end of event report nila na
Ah.
hindi na siya text heavy. Meron na nakasupport na parang artwork na
Get. Actually, tama yung term, yung text heavy. Kasi parang ano eh, parang ang difference na imbes na yung document ay nasa Microsoft Word na parang Word file, so puro words ano. Ito ay parang may PowerPoint na or parang may visual na ano,
parang may
na
infographic.
presentation. May infographic, exactly, ayun.
Yes.
Okay, gets, galing. So parang ano nga siya eh, parang next step siya kasi ready na rin siya i-share sa ibang tao na visually nila mage-gets kung ano ba yung pinag-usapan dun sa meeting. So hindi na lang parang
Mm,
puro text, puro words, meron na kaagad
yes.
image, meron na kaagad na visual communication nga ano.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tapos added value rin kasi mga ibang organizations ginagamit na rin yung mga some parts of the graphic recording, ginagamit na nila social card. Alam mo yung ginagamit sa social
ah,
media, yung ganyan. So,
pang-pub
graphic
na
recording
rin.
solves a lot of parang pain points
Ah,
of mga
hmm.
organizations.
Actually super ano, kasi parang next step na nga ito na parang ito rin nagko-convert nung tech to something that they can share to other members of their organization and to the public, to people outside the organization, no? Pero, ano
Mm.
lang sir, Kiko ano, parang puwede bang makahingi lang siguro kung wala tayong example ngayon ano, I think mahirap siya ipakita online, pero parang pa-explain lang kung ano ba yung image, kumbaga paano niyo siya ginagawa, ano yung parang itsura ng infographic. So parang pabigay lang ng
Mm.
picture nung graphic recording na ginagawa ninyo para mas ma-gets natin.
Sige, ano yun, I'll share na lang the file.
Sige, sige, sige,
Yeah,
sige.
sige. So you can
Then
show
then we
it
can flash na
kung
lang dito sa ano, so sa mga
yeah.
nakikinig ng podcast puwede niyo tignan yung video podcast para makita yung itsura
Mm.
nung graphic recording. Sige, gano'n na lang tayo. Pero I mean,
Mm.
ano siya parang basically infographic ano, gano'ng klaseng graphics, gano'ng klaseng itsura ng ano, ng graphic, right?
Yes. So parang it's an entire artwork. So pag titignan mo, ito yung speaker, ito yung topic niya, ito yung mga highlights niya. Tapos in
Ah,
graphic form. Yeah.
I
But
see.
from
Ayun ano,
there,
and then
from there,
sige,
yeah,
go ahead.
from there, aside from graphic recording, we also assist organizations in other visual communication solutions. Like sometimes we turn them into animation. Sometimes yung mga
Wow.
reports, like we work closely with UNICEF. So we did one na parang it was a global report on nutrition. So instead of having like a policy document that's text heavy, we turned it into like comics, no? May mga graphics kayong
Hmm.
ganyan. So parang mas masayang basahin.
Yeah, tsaka ano na rin
Kumbaga.
parang diretso na rin sa public like, for example mga bata or maybe mga hindi gano'n ka-literate ano, so mas mage-gets nila yung kung ano yung gusto iparating sa kanila. So basically parang ano na 'to, eh,
Yeah.
next level na nung message, eh, nung parang
Mm.
really visualizing na rin talaga the message.
Yeah.
Now my second question is about, yung focus ninyo sa development world ano. So puntahan na natin ito na parang ang solution na in-offer niyo is for companies na merong SDG goals ano. So puwedeng pa-explain lang nitong side na 'to, maybe why did you focus on this and parang how exactly do you do this for these companies, for these organizations? So parang more
Yeah.
of the actual service that you provide to them. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah. Before I started Kiko Monster Creative Studio, I was a development worker. for
Mm.
15 years. My
Oh,
focus really
wow.
is youth development, and I was really immersed in in development work. So I think I brought that passion and that calling of me being a development worker and pairing it also with my skill and talent in illustration. So, kumbaga, I found that sweet spot, you know, sabihin na ba yung ikigai, di ba? Something that you're good at, something that you get paid for, something that the world needs, no? So, parang nahanap ko yun. When I started graphic recording, it really felt that all the years of investing in and not letting go of my creative path suddenly made sense because from development work I got immersed into global issues, sustainable development goals. So I had number one mastery of the topic, no, the jargons. Hindi siya jargon for me kasi naiintindihan ko yung language. But at the same
Yeah.
time, because I'm also very visual, so ginawa nating visual ngayon yung jargon. So pag
Mm.
sinabi natin parang download of information to the grassroots, di ba? So paano mo i-visualize 'yon? So ako i-visualize ko
Oh.
parang puzzle pieces, di ba? Yung mga tao na yung puzzle pieces binebreak niya yung isang buong thought into puzzle pieces to make it more palat. So parang ganun.
Mm.
Parang ganun yung yung
Hmm.
process ko. So I started really as I'm an artist. I'm an artist, but then I went into development work. And then from there, I
Hmm.
paired the two together to start Kiko Monster.
Ang galing. Oh my God, I mean ang galing, kasi parang mixture nga siya ng skill mo that you've honed along the years, yung art, yung kumbaga yung artistry, and then yung passion mo din for and andun na nga rin yung parang background mo, career maybe, parang career background mo in the development world ano. So, somehow na-mix mo na-combine mo yung dalawang parts ng iyong buhay. So, yun nga yung naging iyong ikigai. And now it's also your business. So, medyo may kumbaga may livelihood na rin naman na nabibigay ito 'no. Speaking again lang about the companies na parang may SDG goals, so puwede bang makaalam ng ilang examples ng companies or parang what kinds of companies, request this kind of service? Kasi parang this also ano, this means that they also have another step na aside from just recording their meetings nga, parang they also have a want to bring out a message ano. So, I'm just curious parang what kind of companies are these? And maybe may nakikinig na ibang companies na interested sa ginagawa ni Kiko Monster ano. So, puwede bang pabigyan lang ng profile itong mga companies or mga organizations na ito?
So most of our loyal clients are really international development organizations. From the UN agencies like UNICEF, UNFPA, UNDP, no, and UN Climate Change Commission, and then even I have also worked with local government agencies like DepEd,
Hmm.
DSWD,
Oh.
DOA, no, and other NGOs. Kasi yan yung universe eh. The universe
Mm.
share the same pain points of how are we going to make the more people understand our language, no? So with graphic recorders like us, we assist them now in breaking down and making this abstract concepts more
Hmm.
understandable. Parang ganun.
Oh, that's the perfect word din actually ano, yung abstract concept sa development world na sometimes yun na lang kumbaga it's a language nga, na somehow hindi rin gano'n ka-public, eh. You're the one who's making it public really na parang maintindihan or mapunta sa public perception na actually public na rin naman talaga yung makikinabang or yung parang end consumer nitong public development na ito 'no. About the ano lang, Sir Kiko ano, yung parang process. Now you're doing this for organizations ano. So, if they ask for the service, so basically parang kasama kayo, na-incorporate kayo dun sa meeting, dun sa mga groups or teams mismo ano. So, how does it work? How does it happen? How do you kumbaga operate this lang?
Well, yes, you're right. We are included as the moment that an organization engages us. So we require that we sit in meetings because we have to understand the program flow. We have to understand, of course, the entire event. No, alam mo may isang event ako that example there's an event. Climate change is something that's very new to me because from youth development kasi ako. So when one of the graphic recording companies also in the Philippines, no Tofu Creatives, engaged me. They're my mentors nga. By the way, shout out Tofu Creatives,
Mm.
Mitch and D. So
Oo.
when they got me on board, I had to study a lot or familiarize myself with concepts in climate change. Kasi ibang universe naman yun eh.
Ah.
Kaya important that we are on board at an
Hmm.
early stage because we get to understand ano yung objectives ng forum, what do they want us to
Hmm.
capture, no? And then ano yung mga questions, sino yung mga speakers, anong background nila.
Hmm.
Because it's really hindi lang siya drawing kasi you're
Hmm.
doing it live. So hindi ka naman
Hmm.
pwedeng habang nagsasalita siya, saka ka pa nagre-research. So marami ng download of information na at then preparation na kailangan before the actual event. So pagdating ng
Yes,
actual
true.
event, we prepare everything, no? I draw in an iPad and then I set up all the audio and all the cables just to ensure na walang distractions. Kasi
Hmm.
mahirap na pag biglang nawawala ang audio and everything. Live mo ginagawa, di ba?
Hmm.
Tapos, lalo na kapag may accent pa ang speaker, no? So yun, mas mahirap pa yun. So you really have to, yung active listening, parang feeling ko pag may exam ng
Hmm.
active listening, mga 100% ako dyan.
Do you do this I mean, do you do the graphic recording live or parang you jot down
Yes,
muna and tsaka ka magdo-draw? Or sabay
we do it,
habang nangyayari yung meeting, you draw na rin?
yes, habang nangyayari. We already
Oh,
draw.
wow!
Kasi i-present siya after eh. Usually we're given,
Agad-agad?
some
As
were
in like
given,
after
yes, like mga 5-10
oh!
minutes, ganon.
Oh
May
my
mga
God!
ganun
I mean, ang
talks
galing
na.
nun.
Oo. May iba naman end of day. So, ganun pa rin. You have to draw and jot down things kasi at the end of the day, ikaw magsisynthesize. Ano yung mga pinag-usapan ng buong araw? No? So, kaya mabilisan siya, no? Kaya, I know you're gonna ask this, but, that's also one challenge of growing the practice because
Yeah.
it demands so much. It demands your listening skill. It demands a lot of, concepts that you have to study. You
Yeah.
have to have your visual vocabulary, no? Parang visual
Mm.
ba? Na agad, pag
Mm.
naisip mo innovation, automatic you have an
Hmm.
image in mind. Kasi mabilis eh. You don't have the luxury of time to
Hmm.
to 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 draw the synthesis. So, it has to be done fast.
Yeah, so parang grabe yung skill talaga ang kailangan dito 'no, parang ano rin 'to, parang something that you train for, na hindi lang nga siya basta-basta drawing, yung talagang overall kagalingan na mag-absorb ng information, mag-transform sa kanya and i-draw siya kaagad. So gano'n pala kaagad yun 'no. Do you do this live pala ba or online or both? Puwede bang
We
online
do
din or
both. We do both.
oh,
So there are some, syempre nung pandemic, it's all live online. But
mm.
when travel was, nag-open na ang borders, yeah, we also do it live. We go
Hmm.
to, yeah, fly to Manila and do it live.
May
Alam mo
nakita
Johnny,
ko
may iba pa mas magaling sa akin. Yung sa
hmm.
illustration board talaga at pentel pen at live nila gagawin. So that is
Oh.
something na ako aaminin ko, hindi pa kaya kasi baka
Hmm.
ma-rattle ako. Pero
Hindi
may
na
mga
mabubura yun,
Filipino
eh.
graphic recorders na
Mm.
kaya nila as in like
Hmm.
illustration board pentel pen agad. Walang
Hmm.
erase.
Oh, yung sa'yo sa ngayon parang sa iPad 'no, and then so
O
ano
sa
siya,
iPad. So syempre pwede ka pang mag-delete, mag-erase, gano'n.
oo, pero I mean, in a business sense 'no, ang taas ng barrier o ang hirap pasukin ng business na 'to. Ang taas ng kanyang barrier of entry kasi nga may skill na kailangan. So hindi basta-basta makapasok ang kahit sinong tao or makapag-hire ng mga tao to do this kasi medyo mataas yung parang training na kailangan.
Yeah.
Ang naisip ko kasi dito, Sir Kiko, na parang parang kayong mga journalist din na parang journalist na live nandun sa event or dun sa meeting and then ire-report na. Ang kinaiba nito is parang ano rin kayo, parang comic artist or parang graphic artist nga na ang report is hindi lang basta-basta report na ito yung nangyari, blah blah blah, verbal or written, it's graphic. So may second layer na of interpretation and kumbaga message or parang deliver a message para mapunta sa public perception. So parang ganun yung nakikita kong imagery dito. Yeah, what do you have to say?
Yeah. Well, speaking of because this skill of graphic recording requires so much. One of the challenge, and I believe the other graphic recording companies in the Philippines and even internationally have the same challenge, the talent development. As I was receiving more clients, I had to think of expanding the team, right? So
Mm.
so part of the talent development program for Kiko Monster is just continuous free workshops in graphic recording. And what I
I see.
discovered is there is high interest in the skill. No, there's high interest. There are a lot of even better illustrators. The challenge is the mastery of the topic because they may be really good illustrators, but if you don't understand the jargon of
Mm.
the organization, dun ka mahihirapan. The synthesizing and
Yeah.
the context, the universe
Yes.
of the forum.
Mm.
So dun ako
Mm.
nahihirapan. But what I do is if there are and there were opportunities that I could bring a team. So parang chinachunk ko yung work na one is in illustration. I do the synthesis because I'm the content. Kumbaga, I understand the content. So I'll
Ah,
synthesize it and then the other one will just be the one to draw it. Parang
illustrate.
ganyan.
Oh, may
Yeah.
ano na rin siya, may
Just
assembly
so that
line na rin
they
siya or may division of work
yeah,
na rin siya.
parang may ganon. So I also tried that, no? But it's not always that a client can afford to bring a team, no? And in
Mm.
Zamboanga, graphic recording is still a very new concept. So we really have to fly to Manila. So isa rin yung sa
Mm.
challenge yung distance. Kaya kung pwedeng online, I'll just do it online.
Is payroll processing taking too much of your time? Introducing Sprout Payroll Starter. For as low as 5,000 pesos per month, you get a team of experts to help you with your payroll and HR needs. We'll help compute and process payroll, handle all your government compliance requirements, and automate timekeeping. Leave the payroll to us so you can focus on growing your business. Enjoy peace of mind with Sprout Payroll Starter.
Yeah. Pero grabe, that's a very good topic that you brought up, Kiko. Yung parang kasi if you can do all of this by yourself lang, kung limited pa lang yung mga clients, of course, pero kung marami ng clients, you need a team. And then now, mahirap nga mag-train, so parang meron na rin thought na parang division of work, no, na yung iba yung mag-synthesize, yung iba yung mag-illustrate. Pero at the end of the day, parang nakikita ko kasi this is art eh. Sabi nga nila sa poetry, in order to write a poem, parang of course you need to write, you know the rhymes, the meters, pero you also have to live. You also have to know kumbaga yung background ng isusulat mo. In order to write, you need to know what you write, 'di ba? So to know what to write. So parang ito rin yung dilemma dito na pag nagiging business na siya, pag lumalaki na siya. So somehow baka ma-divide yung work na may mga tao na, I mean, mag-i-illustrate lang, may mga tao na mag-synthesize, pero yun yung challenge ngayon into making this a business or a large organization. How to really make that work, how to really implement that. But I believe naman na kung ang mastermind like you is parang really very good at illustrating, very good at synthesizing, you can make things work out na you can make the organization work. Kasi ganun din naman sa programming, for example eh. You cannot imagine ang programming ay mahati into many people, pero ngayon ganun na nag-work ang programming, na hati-hati na siya and then it works successfully So I mean parang yun yung scaling up dito, next level ng business dito na parang bringing industry or business into this creative or into this art na really operating it fully. But I mean, ako personally, I'm very amazed. I'm very amazed at what your team is doing. Puntahan naman natin, Sir Kiko, yung story, ano. So, kasi I'm curious about how you grew the team din eh. So, you started by yourself and then may mga mentors ka nga na nagturo sa iyo sa graphic recording. So, pwede bang pakwento lang din muna na starting from you individually, how did you start this as a, kumbaga, as a business, as a startup, and then now you have a team, ano? So, paano ba yung parang naging kwento nun?
Yeah. So when I started Kiko Monster in 2001, I was still employed. I was with a university. And then as I was getting more, so naging sideline muna siya, racket ba? It was a
Yeah.
racket, no? So dumadami yung racket, ganyan. And then they needed a receipt. So I had to register.
Mm.
So that
Mm.
started. So parang, okay, it's a legit entity now because I need official receipt, no? So I registered it in DTI, registered the permits and all of that. So I was a legal entity already. And then as I became a legal entity, syempre mas bigger projects were coming in. My work was also being sacrificed. No, my time at work was being sacrificed and also yung productivity ko. Kasi hati eh. And so I made I think I made
So during this time, what was your work? So if I may ask.
I was with Ateneo de Zamboanga. I was with the
Oh.
administration. So I was
Oh.
with the office of the president. So it's an it's an admin role, and that was already going mga 13th year ko in Ateneo.
Oh.
So medyo
Oh.
matagal na, no? So it just came to a point where I think the universe and God was already telling me that, hey, there's an opportunity that, that you can earn better than your current job. And, 13 years is already enough. So it wasn't a total parang I'm gonna resign. Hindi. Parang for me, it was really an end of an end of a chapter. So I ended my chapter in Ateneo, and then I focus now full time with Kiko Monster because
Oh.
dumadami, legal entity ka na at lumalaki na yung mga projects. And
Mm.
with that, that's when I told myself that, a business can only survive, will not survive if you only do it alone. No? I believe that as an entrepreneur, a creative entrepreneur, and given a big opportunity, no, to help the world, no, earn from it, I believe that if you're given that privilege, your mission is really to mentor. Kasi
Mm.
it's only by mentoring that you will create the community that will thrive, no?
Mm.
So yun. So I came from that. Doon ako nanggaling na parang, I have to mentor these young kids. Kasi I also saw,
Mm.
aside from there's a big demand for the service, no, graphic recording, I also saw that in Zamboanga City, not a lot of creatives venture into entrepreneurship or turn their passion or their creative passion into something that can sustain them. And sa akin, I've been there. I understand. I've been an artist since I was like kinder. I understand all the ups and downs. No? So parang I felt that I had a mission, not only to profit from the business, but more importantly, to mentor the young creatives. So nag-marry ngayon ang dalawang pain points na nakita ko. One pain point of clients, no? But another pain point of the creatives here in Zamboanga. And so I mentored them, no? Some have learned, some left, some stayed. So ganun naman eh. No?
Yes.
So I engage a lot of local creatives in doing different projects. Aside from graphic recording, may mga na rin kami, may mga animations, dubbing, So nag-expand din yung services namin, no? Kasi ganun naman talaga tayo, no? You will only to find the soul of your company is to do a lot of things and then little by little remove.
True.
Gawin mo lahat, tapos after yan, pumili ka na what makes sense,
Yeah.
diba? Ano yung kaya mo and everything. So that was the journey of Kiko Monster from being a sideline, a racket, to being a registered company, to being a solo person, and then now I have regular staff, regular creatives working with me in different services of the company, and I also have a roster of mga project-based creatives din. And proud to say, all of them are Zamboangueños. And yun,
Oh.
part rin ng ano ko is to show the world the talent of Zamboangueño. That's the reason why I stayed.
Oh.
Even if marami ng offers na mag-Manila ka or what. Sabi ko nga, I'm happy in Zamboanga. So, I mean, if Kiko Monster can be a platform to show the world the talent, of Zamboangueño, that maybe some have never even heard of, diba? Then that's something that I continuously, kumbaga that's my reason for waking up in the morning, no? To show the world that Zamboangueño talents are, of top caliber, and kaya makipagsabayan sa capital.
Yeah, grabe. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps. Hindi ko nasabi, pero I'm getting goosebumps dun sa mga sinabi mo, Sir Kiko. First of all, na parang, secondly, gusto mo ngang ipakita yung talent ng Zamboanga, na hindi lang to Zamboanga. We are actually great people who can do great things, And first of all, sa dami ng mga na-interview din sa podcast, actually around na tayo, magto-200 na. I think sa iyo ko first narinig na parang you're hiring people or you're enlarging your team with the priority to mentor or parang to teach the skill and kumbaga to teach that they can possibly get some livelihood out of their art and passion and talent, So, grabe, I mean, ibang perspective yung nakita ko sa'yo, na parang you're doing this not just for the business, not just because marami kang clients pa na gusto pang ma-serve, pero really to make it sustainable. And ayun nga, to make Zamboanga proud and to make Zamboangueños, kumbaga have a living din and grow their selves then, grow their talents, grow themselves as human beings, as people in this earth, na really giving them a direction din. So, grabe, kudos to that and ang ganda ng ganong perspective. Gaano na karami pala ang team, if I may ask? Kasi mayroon mga
So,
project-based, so kumbaga you assign them to certain companies or organizations, parang ganun ba? So, yeah.
yeah. So my project-based staff siguro would run around 6. Pero project-based lang
Oh.
sila. So kung may project ako na kailangan ng animation, I tap my roster of animators. Kung kailangan ng scriptwriter, but I have
Okay.
4 full-time employees now na talagang
Oh,
swelduhan
well,
talaga sila na
that's good, that's good.
ano.
How did you pick these people? I mean, kasi that's also another question, na parang kumbaga hiring. Pero how do you pick these people? Lalo na very niche to na creatives and development world.
Yeah.
So, how do you pick, kumbaga?
Well, there were 2 ways. One is I think 50% of my team started out as interns.
Oh.
One started out as intern when I was still with Ateneo, and then the other one was an intern of Kiko Monster na. So after the internship, I nagkaroon ng opportunity to hire a staff, part of the team. So I hired them. The rest naman sa project base, bale, when I started Kiko Monster, I have I maintain a directory of talents. Because when it was clear to
True.
me that priority would be Zamboangueño talents, I had to have a roster of directory. So I contacted my former students, my friends, ganyan. Parang, can I get your contact details? Because, who knows, we might collaborate or I would need your service or your talent in the near future. So yun, I maintained that directory of talents.
And then yung sinabi mo kanina na ang ganda din nun, na parang yung you try out many things and then ang matitira na lang is yung talagang gusto nung business gawin or gusto mo gawin as at the mastermind of the business. And parang kumbaga in poetic terms, tunay lamang ang mananatili or yung ang mananatili lang na service ninyo is yung first, yung gusto niyong gawin, second, yung may impact, parang ikigai nga rin, and third, syempre yung somehow may kita, may livelihood na nabibigay, So, right now, ano yung focus ninyo? Graphic recording, right? And then meron din parang animation. So, ano yung parang focus ninyo talaga that you provide to other organizations?
So services vary depending on the season. No? Because you have to also understand the trends, the market trends, no? Katulad nung, at first, it was really graphic recording. That was the core of the business. But when we were already back to normal, nabawasan na ang mga webinars. No? So I had to pivot to another service, no? And which hinahanap din naman ng mga client. So right now our bread and butter is marketing. So we
Oh.
do 360 marketing. So meron kaming on ground, traditional, ganyan. So it's still a communication solutions service. And then I also, because magaling yung mga designers ko, I said, okay, I'm gonna invest in putting another income stream, which is merchandising. So we launched a clothes line
Mm.
of
Oh.
Zamboanga themed souvenir shirts, which we launched
Oh.
in the Zamboanga Peninsula Expo. So that is something new, no? Kasi yun, for me, the market changes and you have to foresee that. And I saw that already coming nung when we were doing a lot when graphic recording was our main
Mm.
service, no? But I said, when things come to go back to normal, hindi na magiging ganun
Mm.
kadami ang webinar. So you have to
Yeah.
plan, you know,
Yeah.
10 steps ahead, no? And
Mm.
coming up with multiple income streams. I think for as a creative entrepreneur, and ano kasi yun isa sa mga lagi ko naririnig is ang problem talaga, ang challenge talaga is financial management. Pag creative ka, 'di ba? Kaya nga ako nag-arts kasi ayoko ng math and everything, 'di ba? But a part of it is because we thrive out of our comfort zones, no? And we find excitement in chaos. I had to understand the business side of
Yeah.
creativity because
Mm.
without that, mahihirapan ka to sustain a business. And
Mm.
more than that, no, your relationship with money also matters. How do you treat
Mm.
money?
Mm.
Kasi the way you view money and resources also dictates how you thrive as a business. No?
Mm.
So yung ganon, from graphic recording, we had to pivot. So now we're doing marketing, but we're also still doing graphic recording. I'm flying to Manila on Saturday
Oh, wow.
for an event, ganun. So
Oh.
meron pa rin, no? So
Mm.
kaya kailangan diverse income. So don't put your eggs in one
Yeah.
basket,
Mm.
no? But that worked for
Mm.
me. Some naman
Yeah.
they want just one. Pero sa akin,
Mm.
it works that I have different income streams but still under the
Yes.
umbrella of, visual communication.
Yes, that's true ano, yung financial management aspect din lalo na you have a team na pinapasweldohan, So kailangan talaga na magkaroon ng sustainable na revenue stream, So kung somehow according sa season hindi gano'n ka-okey ang graphic recording pero ayun nga, even now naman meron pang mga nagpapagawa nun ano and maybe sana 'no, to the help of this episode magkaroon pa ng other organizations na maging clients ni Kiko Monster Creative Studio. I mean, but at the core 'no, you're still a creative studio. And you still offer creative solutions or communication solutions. Iba-iba lang ng parang ng approach ano, to different
Mhm.
organizations. Pero that's really true na you really have to do some things to pivot para talaga ma-achieve pa rin yung kumbaga revenue level. Now, so business na rin talaga si ano 'no, si Kiko Monster Creative Studio and you joined recently yung, Advance for Creatives. This is a bit may twist, Advance for Creatives, I think this is for the creative industries. Na co-implemented ni Launch Garage by the Department of Trade and Industry by DTI ano. So, kamusta pala ba itong program na ito? And in the first place, paano kayo napunta sa program na ito? And basically, how was the journey in this program?
So I got an invitation to apply for the Advanced for Creatives program from DTI Region
Hmm.
9. So
Hmm.
they sent us the application, the call for application, and sabi ko, sige, why not? Let's try. Dalawa yan di ba? The one is like the
Yes.
idea that ito yung
Idea,
advance.
yeah. Mm.
So parang sabi ko, yeah, sige, why not? And ako, I'm a sucker for learning opportunities kasi. I was like, yeah, let's go, let's do this, ganyan. So in the advanced program, we had several sessions, online sessions, no, from how to monetize your creativity, financial management, branding, and what I like about the sessions is that it gives the entrepreneur, the creative entrepreneur, a space where you can look at your business from a very macro perspective,
Big
no?
picture.
Kumbaga, I would say na parang, when you're a business owner, you're like always dancing, no, in the crowd, no? You meet a lot of people, sayaw ka ng sayaw, ganyan. But the advanced program gave me a space where I had the opportunity to go up to the balcony and to look at the dance as a whole, no? Business owners kasi we're all preoccupied, di ba? Parang there's no chill day for an entrepreneur. So it feels like parang you're dancing all the time, all the time. But with programs like this, you get that opportunity now to go up the balcony and to see the dance, to see who are dancing, who does not want to dance, di ba? Who wants to dance but is just too shy. So it gives you that kind of perspective. Na yun yung, I think, the value that Advanced for Creatives gave me. It gave me a space where I had to look again at my it's a never-ending process. No, you think that you got it right the first time, but you always, as a business owner, you have to have that intentionality of stepping back and looking at the business from afar and see what's working, what's not working, ano po yung kulang, no, ano pa yung mga opportunities out there, no, and that an Advance gave me that, and I was even surprised that the rest had really amazing businesses. I was like, what am I doing here? I was like, oh my God. Sabi ko, and every day I was like, wag ko na kaya siputin to. Hindi, absent na lang kaya ako. Kasi, I was like, wow, these companies are made. Ganon. Pero, and then one business lesson is just show up. No, whether you're having a bad day or a good day or not, or a boring day, just show up. So I just showed up every single time. I got to the top 5, and I just wasn't able to pitch live because it came at a time when my mom, who I haven't seen for 7 years now, came back to the Philippines. So I had to spend time with her. But I pitched online via Zoom. So yun. And I owe a lot of the opportunities, the pivots, and the learnings ng Kiko Monster, running Kiko Monster sa advanced program talaga.
Yeah.
At sa launch garage, kasi sobrang pasensyoso sila. Lalo na si Don, you're the best.
Don, yeah. Ayun, grabe. Pero first of all, ang ganda ng imagery mo, Sir Kiko, about the yung dancing in the crowd ang mga founders. And this kind of program give you the opportunity to step backward and look at the big picture kung ano nga ba nangyari dun sa dance. Grabe, dun pa lang na-convince na ako of how great you are as a visual communication person kasi ang ganda ng analogy na yun eh. Pero I mean, ang ganda talaga niyan, and I think that's very true. Parang ito rin yung silbi or yung kinaganda benefit, advantage when you join this kind of programs na you kaysa just implementing it and learning on the go, you also learn as someone who can look at it on the big picture or on the bird's eye view na you'll see the different facets. Kasi I believe ito yung, first of all, ito yung difference ng advanced program sa idea. I think advanced is more advanced din. And parang more of parang larger startups. So you already deal with iba't ibang aspects niya, yung mga legal and mga marketing and yung mga business side talaga. So everything about the business and accelerating it more pa Yeah. And then si idea naman, so although rin siya, parang incubation program din siya and all aspects din, pero parang iba yung kanyang criteria and iba yung kanyang level of startup. So I believe si Advance is parang more for those startups who are really making it bigger pa and really gonna make it out there pa Now speaking of the what I want to ask about naman is yung marketing. So parang getting more clients. So how in the first place do you do that? And even right now, so paano nyo, given yung mga iba yung services right now, so paano nyo siya na ma-market or paano nyo kayo nakaka-bring in ng client? So how do you do that?
Yeah. Well, for different services, there are different strategies to market, no? For graphic recording, of course, we started as, posting on social media, targeting your ads, yung mga ganyan, no? But sometimes you should also temper your marketing because kapag sobra na, pag ang hindi na kaya ng company, syempre magte-turn down ka na, di ba? So, kumbaga sa akin, lalaylo muna tayo sa marketing kasi okay na tayo ng ilang buwan, book na tayo, di ba? So, ang pangit rin naman na sobrang aggressive ka sa marketing kahit punong-puno ka, and you just end up rejecting the people, no? But as you build your brand, as you build credibility as a company, omni-channel approach, no? You have emails, you have word of mouth, you have social media, you join like programs such as this and networking. I mean, you have to invest in a lot of those, no? Because again, you're building your credibility as a company and as a brand, no?
Mm.
So depends on what service is much needed. Like for example, nung nag-launch kami ng clothing line, ngayon we're already, thinking of, okay, how are we going to get the word out there that, we have a clothing line and this is it. Who are we gonna partner? Ganyan, blah, 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 no? So again, the multiple channel of marketing. But, the best marketing is word of mouth, because that already ensure that gives you already parang a clue that, your brand is trusted, you're top of mind, no? But before that, daming channels na kailangan gawin. Na sometimes it's not even like promotion. Sometimes it's just like you have to attend this convention, or there's a party being organized by a certain investor na you have to get there. Yung mga things like that. So iba-ibang
networking
mga
aspects.
strategy. Yeah.
Pero I mean, agree ako dun sa word of mouth talaga is the best marketing kasi it's also a sign that you have a good product and your product is marketing by itself. So automatic na siya and cost effective pa siya kasi kumbaga there are yung clients mo or yung other people who have received your service. Sila na yung gumagawa ng marketing for you. But yeah, I think maganda rin talaga yung parang omni-channel. But in your team right now, meron bang person focused on marketing or are you the one doing the marketing?
There's a one focus on marketing, pero I give the creative direction. Parang what direction are we going? So syempre meron pa rin final say ko pa rin. Pero I mentor them, I teach them, and then they do it, and then I just fix or align their directions at mga outputs nila.
Ayun, final part na ng ating interview. Medyo mahaba-haba na 'tong usapan natin. What's the vision talaga of Kiko Monster Creative Studio? Ano ba yung parang big plan ahead? Roadmap maybe, or parang what's in store in the future?
The vision, Kiko Monster, is to make the world a better place. Pwede ba yun?
Oh, pwede.
Through drawing.
Good answer.
Yeah. So yun. And then for Kiko Monster, really, I really envision it to be a hub of local creative entrepreneurs, not only talents, but entrepreneurs here in Zamboanga City. I really believe in the talent of Zamboanga City. They just need a platform. They just need a community. Important talaga yung community, no, of creative entrepreneurs who know how to monetize how to make a living out of their creativity. So isa yan sa mga everyday na struggles, but everyday wins ko, no, is for Kiko Monster to be known as a community of creative entrepreneurs, visual thinkers that are thriving, not starving na. Thriving na tayo,
exactly.
friend.
Yeah. Yes, uso kasi yung term na yun, yung starving artist, 'di ba? And I think it's time na baguhin natin yung yung meta na yun, na hindi porket art is walang pera, 'di ba? Somehow we can make a community or kumbaga a livelihood for creatives, 'di ba? I think ang ganda nga sinabi mo na you're making not just a business but also a community where creative entrepreneurs, creative talents, creative people can earn a living from what they are good at, So I think panahon na rin na we see art in a different light, na this kind of art, creatives, visual communication, graphic recording, illustration, animation. You can actually, I mean, if you're good at this and if you love doing this, it can be your ikigai kasi it can also, kumbaga, earn a living for you. And I think it's time through Kiko Monster Creative Studio na mabago yung meta na yun. Next question, Sir Kiko. What keeps you motivated in this journey? In kumbaga, really building pa si Kiko Monster. You've done this for a long time, So what's really your motivation?
Well, my motivation is my team. Kung hindi ako magpaplano, I mean, di ba, I've given them an opportunity to earn a living, no, as livelihood. And if I stop, kawawa, pero sila na kasi
Mm.
di ba? Parang,
Yeah.
I chose this life not because it's gonna make me a millionaire, which I doubt. No, it can, but not in the very, very near future. But I think for me, it's just that I wake up in the morning feeling grateful that the team is motivated and that there are young kids messaging us, attending our
Mm.
workshops.
Mm.
They go to the office, they chat me, and then they will go out on coffee, yung ganon. So, parang
Mm.
feeling ko nasa mentor stage talaga ako. And I think that
Oh.
nandun ako sa parang ituturo ko sa inyo lahat ng alam ko, lahat ng mga mistakes ko na ginawa para hindi nyo nagagawin. Yung ganon.
Oh.
So, I think that's what motivates na
Yeah. Yeah,
I
tsaka
get to
ano,
mentor.
really talaga no, really it's really about the community. And baka nga merong right now maybe elementary or high school na maturuan mo and someday maging big na talagang gumagawa or nagpapatuloy pa kay Kiko Monster Creative Studio. So, ang ganda rin talaga na parang you're really building and fortifying kumbaga yung community of creative entrepreneurs in Zamboanga and maybe in the future in the whole Philippines or maybe larger pa. No? But ayun, hopefully sana mapunta akong Zamboanga soon. Actually, balak ako pumunta ng Zamboanga baka next year to interview startups din there. And I hope I get to meet you, Sir Kiko.
Of
Ayun, so maraming
course, we'll
salamat.
host you. We'll host
Thank
you
you,
here,
thank you.
Johnny.
Thank you. Maybe pwede kang mabisita. May office ba kayo? Do you have like a studio or a physical
Yeah, we have an
office?
office. Yes, we have an
Oh,
office in Zamboanga. Just a simple office. I mean, just where
yeah.
we play around. Ganon. And
Oh,
yeah. And I'll teach you some
hopefully.
Chavacano words.
Oo nga pala, Chavacano sa Zamboanga, very Spanish.
Yes.
Ayun, hopefully I can visit there, I'll let you know, and then sana baka puwedeng maybe we can do another podcast diyan naman mismo sa studio niyo or maybe we can
Yes.
vlog, something like that ano. Ayun, so, thank you very much, Sir Kiko, and this is a very, 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 I have to say, very, very, very good and inspiring even for me na conversation. Grabe, it's really unique for me to talk with a creative entrepreneur here, and not just a creative entrepreneur, but someone who kumbaga may passion really for building the community and mentoring other people. So, grabe yung perspective na nakuha ko right now from you. So, thank you so much, Sir Kiko. And by the way, if our listeners want to find out more information about you and Kiko Monster Creative Studios, so how can they get more information? Maybe you can lead them to the website or social media channels and invite them to follow, subscribe.
Yeah. So for those who'd like to follow us, we're on Facebook. It's Kiko Monster Studio. And you can email me at kikomonsterdoodles.com at gmail.com. So yun, we're Googleable. So just Google Kiko Monster Creative Studio.
Ayun, just Google Kiko Monster Creative Studio. And thank you so much, Sir Kiko. And it's an honor and pleasure to talk with you. Thank you. Salamat.
Thank you. Muchísimas gracias a todos.
Thank you. Thank you very much to our 50 patrons. This episode is super powered by AskLexPH Academy, our official e-learning partner. Get certifications on Lean Six Sigma, project management, data science, and more. 1. CFO services, bookkeeping and tax, and payroll processing for startups and small businesses. Tuala, privacy-focused digital experience for sharing identity information across Web 2 and Web 3 ecosystems. Better Support, a Manila-based BPO company. They are offering a referral program for anyone who can bring in new BPO clients. If you know any Western-based business that might have a need, let us know. Britanna, a cloud-based enterprise-grade ERP solution that fits the small and medium business budget. Fail Coach, business training, coaching, and consulting for startups and SMEs that are scaling or finding product market fit. Wonder Brand, next generation data science-driven brand strategy and design company for emerging markets. School Tech, all-in-one AI-integrated school and learning management system for small and medium schools. Doon, Philippines' first fully insured peer-to-peer car sharing marketplace. East Point Business Outsourcing Services, the one-stop shop for streamlined business solutions for MSMEs such as business registration, bookkeeping, and more. And Space Cebu, global co-working space, private office, and meeting rooms for startups, digital nomads, and freelancers. Mamiki Super Pet App, the Philippines' first ever one-stop mobile app for pet products and services. MarketMind Local, a digital marketing company focused in helping small and medium businesses. Mata Technologies, Philippines' premier provider of virtual tours and maps for LGU's real estate, tourism, and private businesses. Hire Business Solutions, provider of the most configurable cloud-based payroll system in the Philippines. Smile, consent-driven digital employment verification service to make smarter decisions faster. Divico Technologies, IT solutions specializing in software development, blockchain smart contracts, digital wallets, and cybersecurity. Drive Manila, PH's largest peer-to-peer car rental community community. Ignite Careers, career matching platform for Filipino talents and hiring companies in the outsourcing industry. Looking for buy and sell online with Sigurado sellers. NutriCoach, personalized nutrition and weight loss programs for you. Benjoy's Food Products, the home of premium bacon and Tapa and Tocino. This episode is powered by Contact RFID Business Cards, Dohe Philippines, Edfolio, Hive Rooms, Kazam, Codesham, Jure.ph, Big Giant Games, Founders Launchpad, Packetworks, Uplift Code Camp, Pareto Consulting, Agile Data Solutions, Hassel PH, Board Prep, Zales, Sirius MD, Pahatid PH. Please support the podcast through the links in the description.